Hey guys, it's LaQuinta from Whole Beauty Wellness. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, but I thought it was important that I come and share what I've been up to, what I've been doing over the summer. The kids are back in school now, so I am here. I thought it was important that I share my experience. So if you could relate, hopefully this would inspire you, this could help you. So let's get started. First off, as you guys know, if you go back and watch my previous video, I became a stay-at-home mom. My 2-year-old, once he was born, he's 2 now, but once he was born, our house was really chaotic. So I had let my salon go. I was there for 11 years building my clientele. Imagine letting 11 years of clientele go. And I came home with my family, which was very important to me because it was a struggle in the beginning, but it was very important to me because I was trying to balance life at work and I was trying to balance my family, but my family and my house was falling apart. So thank God I'm fortunate enough that my income, it made a difference, but it didn't make a big difference. And I was able to come home, which amplified my significant other and helped him create more money. So sometimes, you know, pulling back on the income, if you have a partner, you have someone to support you, it'll help them step their game up. So coming home with my family, building my family, working on my family was the best decision for me because it just worked out and I'm able to serve my family. I'm able to, you know, make healthy meals, keep my house clean because I love a clean house and just do the things that I enjoy. And believe it or not, in the beginning, I was struggling with it because I was telling my girlfriend this. I was struggling because of my ego. My ego wanted to contribute to the family financially. My ego wanted to be like this boss and just be out in the world making a difference and all that. But like I said, my family was struggling. So I made a decision to come home. And now I look back, I have way more peace because I'm not trying to do all the things. I'm not trying to, you know, balance work. And some people are really good at it. And some women really love working and being a mom. But for me, it was just a struggle. For my daughter, who's currently 9, it was easy because I had one. But once that baby came and he's a boy, you guys know how a boy is, it was a little different. In the beginning, I was struggling when people would say, because, you know, I meet people all the time. They would say, so what do you do for work? I'm like, oh, I stay home. I had some shame or some guilt with being home because I feel that people think that like stay-at-home moms don't actually work, but it's really hard. Like I am busy all the time. I'm not just sitting here, you know, watching Real Housewives, which if that's what you choose to do, that's okay. But I personally am busy with my family, busy with my children. And so it can be a challenge. My daughter after school, she's in all these activities. So I couldn't imagine being busy with work, then coming home she just couldn't do all the things she does now if I had to work and then come home and every single day there's a different activity. I like to go to the library so she can do her homework, and I just like to be really involved with my children, and I don't like to tell her no because I'm too tired. So it really did work out for me and I became really good at it. But like I said, in the beginning, I felt like I kind of lost myself. I kind of lost my identity because I was doing things outside of the house. But once I became comfortable with it, once I owned it, it became better. And now I love it. I think I should have did it sooner. But it's not for everyone because I totally understand. You have to be in the right headspace because kids and family and chores and grocery shopping and cooking and all those things, it is a lot of work. Once I embrace my strengths, once I embrace my role as a woman, as a mother, as, you know, the things that I desire, things became easier. Another thing, I recognize that he's better with work. Like he loves work. He's driven with work. My work was purposeful. It was my ministry. However, like I wasn't like excited to go to work every day and passionate about it and like, I'm going to work today. He actually is. So it's like I'm more excited about keeping my house clean, making my house pretty, taking care of my kids and making sure they're clean and my daughter's hair is pretty and doing her nails. Like I'm really good at that and I'm passionate about that. Don't get me wrong, I love serving women, but it's not something that I could do all day, every day, because sometimes it can be draining. And I don't know if you know, but as a hairstylist, they come in, your clients come in and you hear all their problems. So they dump all their problems on you and you're like a therapist. So actually that's how I found my purpose with coaching, is being at the salon and hearing people's problems, and I had solutions to their problems. I was like, oh, I'm really good at this. And I kind of didn't like the physical work, like being on your feet and your back hurting and all that. I really didn't care for that part, but I love the connection. I love serving women. So that's why it was kind of easier for me to let it go, because with the hard work of standing up and doing all that stuff, it took a toll on my body. And I want to share that I ended up getting shingles over the summer, and I could not believe that I had shingles, because I thought shingles was for old people. Listen, I'm 37 years old and I got shingles. And my doctor said that I got shingles from stress. I'm like, I'm not stressed though. Like I live a good life. Like life is good. Well, when I started reflecting and I realized what caused my shingles, I was always busy doing so much and just making sure that everything's under control. I didn't know how to relax. So once I had to self-reflect and figure out like what caused shingles, like why is she saying I'm stressed, I realized that like I was just so busy. It was my norm doing all these things and not relaxing. I didn't know how to relax. And another thing, remember I told you in the beginning, I had guilt that I was home and I wasn't providing financially, which like I said, he was good. He didn't need me, but I just wanted to contribute financially because that's what I was used to doing. But once I got over that guilt of, wanting to contribute financially, because I was trying to coach and I had these products I was creating. I just had so much that I was trying to do while serving my family. But once I let go of all those things, and I'm not going to hit on balance too much, because my girlfriend Jessica and I, we have a podcast, and on the podcast we talk about balance. So go check out Grow Up It's Womanhood. And we have a podcast it's on Apple Music. No, it's on Apple Podcasts, not Apple Music. It's on Apple Podcasts, and we have it on YouTube too. So go check out that, and we talk more about balance. So I'm not gonna really hit on balance too much, but I do want to share this. It's really hard to balance self-care. So, taking care of yourself. And I feel like that's, I do work out, I do eat healthy, but I needed to rest. Rest is a part of self-care, and I was not resting. I was just going, and my body was actually hurting. Like I even have plantar fasciitis now on my feet. I have to wear good shoes because of me going. So once I took a step back, I was able to identify like what in my life is stressful, and it was because I was not resting. I was busy all the time. So now I know how to rest. I know how to, not, if the dishes are in the sink, I know how to not have to get the dishes done and do all those things. If we have to eat out, we'll just find something healthy like a Chipotle bowl or BB Bop or something like that. But it's okay to eat out. But I was trying to cook, I was trying to do too much. And my doctor was like, yeah, you're stressed. That's how young people get shingles, you're stressed. So shingles actually helped me become less stressed, because I became aware of what was causing the stress. So I would say shingles saved my life. But it hurt so bad. You guys do not want shingles. Shingles hurt. When I say like my butt, because I had them on my butt and my thighs. I didn't have them on my back. I just had them on my leg and on my butt. It's so painful because it's nerve pain. Listen, don't get shingles. If you are trying to do so many things, something gotta go. Something gotta go, because you don't want to get shingles. And she said shingles on young people comes from stress. want to touch on burnout. Burnout is a real thing. Just being overwhelmed with life, and so that's what happened to me. That's why I kind of cut back work, because I was burned out. I was just doing all these things. So I took the summer off to just relax and focus on me and my family.
This one fell asleep on the jet ski. He fell asleep on the jet ski.
And that's really what's really important. But I was just trying to serve. I was trying to, do these speaking engagements. When people would call me, I had this thing where I wasn't going to say no to anything that scared me. So I was saying yes to everything, getting outside my comfort zone. But that really burned me out, and I was stressed. And like I said, I kind of lost my identity too. So that was a part of my identity, being, an entrepreneur, going out there, making a name for myself, making something for myself. But now I don't feel that I need to grow outside of the house. I think me being a mother and me being a good partner is enough for me. But it took time for me to get there, because we're always trying to achieve. We always want more, more, more. And for me, I had to figure out, well, why do you want so much? Why do you want more? Why are you trying to strive for more? And it was because of my ego. My ego wanted to be this successful entrepreneur. My ego wanted to, just achieve more and more and more, but it was stressing me out. So I had to fall back and let the work go. So that's why I've been gone for a while, because I needed to let work go for a while. And thank God I'm privileged, and it's a blessing that I was able to let it go and focus on my family, because I have a partner who helps me out in that area, helps our home out. And he's an entrepreneur too. He doesn't have a salary job or hourly job. So he's by commission. So he just worked more, in which it really helped. And he loves being a provider. He's walking in. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, he loves taking care of us. He loves being a provider. So I feel like it made him become more of a masculine man, because he has more, I would say more responsibilities, but I feel like it just made him a better man too, because I'm allowing him to do what he loves to do, and that's take care of us. So it really helped me be more feminine, and it helped him become more masculine. And I've been reading a lot about feminine energy and masculine energy. So that really helped us in our home. Another thing I realized, after getting shingles, was I was always rushing. Everything is a rush. Dinner is a rush. Bedtime is a rush, and we're rushing. I realized, what am I rushing for? Why is everything such a rush? And now I feel like I have more calm, more peace, more ease when I'm not rushing. And there's no rush. If the kids go to bed a little late, because I was my New Year's resolution was to have a strict bedtime. I'm I need to get my kids in bed, because I saw other moms who were good at their kids going to bed at 8:30, 9 o'clock. And I'm why do we get in bed at 10:30? But once I let go of trying to be perfect, and I do things that work for my home and work for us, like I said, life got better and I had more peace. So I want to encourage women to do what works for you. Kind of shut out the noise. Even if you have to unfollow some people on Facebook who life looks perfect, because people say that about me. They're oh, your life looks so perfect, but it's not. I have struggles too. I'm human just like everyone else. I just don't share all the bad, because what is that going to do? Sharing all the bad doesn't help anyone. So I would want to position myself as a positive person who impact women, who help women, who inspires women, empower women, instead of like sharing all my problems. Like, no one cares about my problems. No one is going to help me anyway, so why even share all my problems? I go to my girlfriends, I go to my therapist, I go to my man, I go to my family. I share my problems with them. I don't share my problems on the internet. But sometimes life can look like everything's perfect to other people. So if that is causing you to have some kind of depression or anxiety because your life isn't the way it seems, your life isn't as perfect as everyone else's, sometimes you have to kill the noise and focus on you and what you're trying to accomplish until you're developed enough or you're healed enough to see other people and you can cheer them on instead of, or be inspired by them, instead of like being envious or jealous or feeling some type of way about other people's success or other people's lifestyle. Because I remember years ago, I took a break. I had to take like a year off of Facebook because my life was in shambles. And I'm like, being on Facebook is nothing but a distraction. So sometimes you have to kill the noise in order to focus on what you desire, on the things that you're trying to accomplish. Okay guys, this was a quick video. I just wanted to come and share what I've been up to, give you an update on my life. I am still here. I'm not really doing a lot of work. I'm doing more family stuff, and it serves me. You know, like I said, I wish that I focused on my family sooner, but I just wanted to just achieve more. And I'm gonna take it easy. I'm still going to create because I love that creative side. But I'm just going to take it easy because I don't want to be stressed. Like, listen, if it's going to stress me out, I mean, I want to be challenged. I'm not saying I don't want to be challenged, but I don't want to be stressed. Like, I want life to go through life with ease. And this summer was my season of rest. Like, I had to rest. And sometimes it's important that we do that. We learn when it's time to rest and when it's time to go, when it's time to grind. So I'm learning that about myself. I'm still growing. I'm still learning myself. I'm still evolving. And I'm excited. I think about like when I'm 40, like what would I be like when I'm 40? I'm 37 now, and I'm proud to be 37 because I just know where I am now and where I've been and how my life is evolving and is growing. And I'm just becoming a better person for myself, for my family, for my friends, for the women who I want to encourage and empower. I just work on myself so that I can leave a legacy and be better for the people around me so that I can help them. That's it. That's all. I'm in competition with myself, who I was before, so that I continue to grow and be better. And it's nice. It's nice to look back on things that used to piss you off or things that used to trigger you, and they no longer trigger you anymore because you've already worked on that area. And when you actually do it, like something that like would have pissed you off before and now it's not, you have to celebrate that. I'm always like, oh yes, that would have made me mad, but that doesn't make me mad anymore. So I love that about myself. And I like to be more patient with my children. And that's another thing why I thought it was important that I come home, because I was so impatient with Layla and she was suffering because like I was stressed with the baby, and Patrick was stressed with the baby because, like I said, he likes to work. And by the way, we did put the baby in daycare. He's in daycare now, which is amazing because I needed that little break from him too. So I love that he gets to go to daycare now and play with other little kids. And I pick Layla up and then I go pick him up, which is a blessing. But yeah, like we just need that break sometimes. Sometimes we need time for ourselves. And if you're able to do it, do it. If you're able to reach out to a friend and say, hey, you know, can we barter? Can you keep the kids on Tuesday and then I keep the kids on Thursday? You just got to do what you got to do to take care of yourself, because it's very important that you be aware of why you feel the way you're feeling and try to work through that, creating the life that you desire for yourself. So don't just go through life being unhappy. Like, who wants to have an unhappy life? If you're unhappy, continue to work through those things. Get some support. Like I said, reach out to people and ask for help. A lot of us, it's hard to ask for help, but asking for help is gonna get you there. We need the support. We can't do life alone. So I'm gonna go now. It's been nice just sitting in front of this camera, connecting. I'm going to do more of this. I'm going to try to upload every week. Listen, don't hold me to it because, like I said, I don't want to have to work. I don't want to have to be somewhere. I don't want to have to do something. I want to enjoy doing what I'm doing. And I think that that's possible for me. And I can, you know, do my creative side and be a great mom and eat healthy and work, have a healthy body, and just have joy and peace in life. That is possible for me, and I'm going to continue to work on it. And I encourage you to do the same thing. Become aware of what's causing you anxiety or pain or fear, and work through those things and do what makes you happy. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.